What's up, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. Hey, just bought myself this Rise Armament RA-140 SST trigger. It's a super sporting trigger for AR pattern rifles. It's 3.5 pounds and it's a drop-in single stage. It also comes with, or at least in my case, it came with these anti-walk pins. No dog bone on them, just kind of they screw down. But that was kind of nice for them to include that. And then everything's handled by RiseArmament.com, but I got it from TCB Tactical, FYI. And I picked this up because I'm really liking these drop-in triggers, but what I don't really like is the fact that some of them are just unaffordable. $300-400 for triggers, and but I do like the lighter triggers because they certainly do improve accuracy. And so here's what it looks like, man. So let's give it up for Rise Armament in the house. This is my first Rise Armament trigger. They have another one. They have actually a new one out that I really love. I really love the look of it, but it's a $300 trigger. And so as you can see, this one is just a little bit more of kind of a traditional style. It's all in black, and I guess what I liked is that I've read reviews and seen reviews where some guys just swear by them. So you can see here, we've got a pretty meaty hammer, and I do like that kind of when there's a lot of meat up there. And it's, even the edges are kind of rounded just a little bit. You might be able to see there. So that's kind of nice, some nice details. One of the things that's a little bit different from the other triggers that I just received or just bought, those have like a little rubber bumper, little rubber kind of tubes on the bottom to kind of press against the bottom of the receiver and kind of hold them in place and absorb shock and kind of brace them in place. Sometimes there's some set screws that you adjust from the top down. I don't think this has anything like that. Looks like there could be kind of some spots for it, but I don't see any. And, traditional style single stage trigger. But looks and feels great. Oh, I guess the screws are kind of holding everything in place. There's no set screws. And then the trigger itself, curved, standard looking. So, it looks good. Seems to be really smooth. I like kind of heavy pressure on the hammer so you don't get light strikes. I like a bunch of meat up here on the hammer so that you don't have light strikes. But if I kind of pull the trigger just like that, it doesn't take a lot. And then obviously if I hold the trigger down, if I release it here, hold that trigger down, hammer swings all the way to the front like this, and then it falls back, locks into place. So can't wait to get this installed. Let's go ahead and put this sucker in and see how it feels. Alright, so I have the trigger in here, and thought we would just kind of take a quick look at this Rise Armament in a lower here, standard mil-spec lower, and weapons cleared and safe, and there's no magazine obviously, but you're gonna have to take my word on. And I'm just gonna charge it here, and let's see if I can keep it really steady so you can kind of see what this looks like. So I'm going to pull trigger, and feels great. And the reset right there, and I can pull it again. Man, feels great. Okay, so it's a little awkward operating and charging handle around the camera. Loud, audible, you can feel it in your finger, and there it is. Now, so the next question is, how heavy is it truly? And I have my trusty Wheeler trigger pull scale here, so let's just go ahead and put it right in the middle. I like that curved trigger there, feels really good. And then let's go ahead and just pull this and see where it pulls at. So on that particular pull, a little under 4.5 pounds. Let's just try it one more time here. And on that particular pull, right at 4 pounds. And then, they typically get broken in a little bit. Let's just try it one more time. Gonna get them all over the place. And boom. Look at that one right there at 4 pounds. So advertises 3.5 pounds. I think that's absolutely positively possible and pretty close. I will take it to the range and try this little bad boy out, and I think, you know, on this particular pistol, it's going to be fantastic, especially, you know, when you're trying to keep really, really tight groups. Just nice to have a light trigger. And to me, the 3.5 pounds is kind of nice because some of these really, really light triggers are almost too light to kind of shoot accurately with, unless you get really, really familiar with them. So that's a look at the Rise Armament RA-140 SST drop-in single stage 3.5 pound trigger. Peter Von Panda out.